case you didn't hear already, get in
Kahoot.
Spare
device.
You need a spare device so that you can watch on here and play.
The winner's gonna get a prize hand delivered by me and Peyton.
They may not be good.
We might just show up to your house and say, hey. We may not even bring anything.
It just really depends.
Cameron Butcher.
You need to get a spare device, whether that is your Chromebook or whatever, so that you can watch the stream on YouTube
and play in our Kahoot.
It's about us. In bio.
The Kahoot's about me and Peyton.
Kahoot is about us.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like hearing my own
threw me
voice.
off.
Hearing my own voice weirds me out.
Bruh poop. Cameron says. Make sure to smash that link.
Smash the
in
link.
Bio.
Bruh poop was actually my name on Poopman. Fun fact.
Emily Wright. That's my
Emily
sister.
Wright. What is up, Emily Wright?
Hey, Emily. You know that Chromebook of yours? Make good use of it. We're about to play Kahoot about me and Brendan. And you need to watch on one device and be able to play so you see the questions. Nah.
No?
Cameron says, I wish I could play. Cameron, you have a TV in your room.
You can. You do.
He's in Florida.
You're in Florida.
Ah, it just loaded. That's so
You have a
sad.
Nintendo DSi. They have a browser. I don't know.
I doubt it.
It's a shame. I could have lent you mine.
Epic sad.
So sorry. We're live on YouTube, but we started in 2 minutes.
We're live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Are there people watching on YouTube?
Oh, so we're going 2 different directions.
Yeah. On Instagram.
Oh, okay,
we're
that's
gonna-
the countdown. I thought we were
Okay,
live.
so
on Instagram, we're gonna cut the feed and go just on YouTube.
Okay.
Are those people still going? We still got new viewers?
I have not got any new viewers
We don't
yet,
have any
but
new
I
viewers.
exited for 30 seconds. So in case anyone joins,
In case anybody's here,
smash that link
smash the link in the bio and have a spare device so you can play a Kahoot. Peyton and I are going to show up to your house if you win.
and
take that as you will.
epic.
Maybe not.
Wisteria Arts. I don't know for sure.
That's Molly McFarland.
Molly McFarland. Okay.
Click the link in the bio.
Click that link in the bio. You need to get your Chromebook or something of a spare device.
Nintendo DSi, those work.
Play the Kahoot that we're gonna have on here while you can answer the questions at the same time. Because Kahoot works like that.
And we're gonna show up to your house if you want. Unless you don't want us to show up to your house, you can clarify.
That is
Please
up
don't show up
to
my
you.
house.
That is completely up to you. But you have to contact us.
You have to contact us or else we're gonna do it.
Alright. Say bye to Instagram.
Bye,
Bye,
Instagram.
Instagram.
See you on YouTube.
How long does it take for me to wait?
Still live.
You're still live on. We're live on YouTube.
Oh, are we still like leaving instructions on us and like the countdown super hype? Is this still the countdown? Or are we live? Can they see us?
They can see you.
You can see
They
me.
can't really hear you.
Okay.
They'll hear you in a couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
I'm a boss, not gonna lie.
It really is.
Kind of digging this. Oh, now he's going.
He's going no hands.
Alright.
I didn't even
He's
know.
going with no
didn't know
hands.
that's possible.
You're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gabe. Just about
Gabe
knocked over
almost
White.
just
he
ate
almost
it.
ate it. You didn't see that. Welcome to The Rock Live. Is that what it's called?
The Rock
Yes.
Live.
The
That
Rock
is what it's
Live.
called.
That's what it's called. I'm new here.
He is.
All right. So Peyton and I feel no. We don't have enough people yet to just start the game. I don't know
Not
what's
yet.
happening. No,
You're just doing a welcome.
Okay, welcome. We're gonna keep playing this video then, because it's a lot of fun.
So wait, I'm gonna download YouTube so I can see comments.
Sure.
Smart. You don't have YouTube?
No.
Use my phone.
Alright.
a good idea.
Switch to me.
What's your passcode?
4795.
Alright, so Crazy Boy 28, what's up?
It's Casey, isn't it?
Cameron Butcher? No, Crazy Boy is Wyatt.
I know, but
No, that's Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt?
That's Wyatt.
Huh.
Yes, Cameron Butcher said, yo, we do be here. Smitty, that's Alex, said, yo to you.
Alex.
Cameron Butcher, coming to Florida. Sorry, bro, we can't right now. We're a little busy at the moment. Toby Adams said, I'm not here.
Well, Toby.
That sounds like Cooper. That definitely sounds
like Cooper.
Britt, the video's like cut off in my head.
Yes, I was wondering.
Got the comments.
All right, so here we go. So,
You didn't know that?
guys, you okay there?
Yeah.
Technical difficulty. So we have things a little different tonight. I have the boys here who are going to lead us in a game and music. So great taste. Shrek playing the saxophone.
No hands.
After that, I'm going to have a teaching. Then we're going to have a discussion. The three of us. We're going to talk about a new normal. What a normal life is going to look like after coming all this COVID, social justice. I mean, things are changing. How can we start pursuing? How should we start pursuing our life? What should we do with everything going on in the world? We're just going to have a conversation, unscripted. We'll see how it goes. Very dangerous. Also, if you can go to their screen real quick. So if you notice their TV, they set it up themselves. I'm very proud of them, but it is very wobbly. So if it falls, just know what happened here.
It's on us.
But you can leave it on them because they're ready for the game.
We're ready for the
They're
game.
ready for the activity.
Okay, for everyone out there, if you have your Chromebook or a different spare device lying around, you need to grab it. You need to watch this on the device you're using right now because it's Kahoot.
It's Kahoot. Everybody loves Kahoot.
So the questions are going to be on here and you're going to be answering on your phone. And there will be a little time in between questions because there's about 20-30 second delay we're working with. But we're just going to blabber to fill that spare time.
We are. Please don't, the second the question comes up on your phone, pick an answer because you won't know the question
It's
or
true.
what answer you're picking. You can
Also-
if you want to.
Also, come back to me.
Back to Gabe.
Back to Gabe.
Also, is it back to me?
Yes.
When you put your name in Kahoot, use your name.
Use
Use your
real
name.
name.
Can Jackson still be Crazy Boy?
Jackson, you can still, or Wyatt, you can still be Crazy Boy. Only him. The rest of you have to use your actual name. I promise you, if one of you puts a name,
I can just kick them out if they have a weird name.
Brendan will kick
I'll
you
kick
out.
you out. I'll do it.
We will find you and we'll tell your mom. Back to them.
Back to us.
Yes.
This code up here. Smitty. Welcome, Smitty, to our Kahoot.
The code is 5501705.
And all these questions are about me and Peyton.
There.
Oh, Crazy Boy is Jackson. He corrected me.
Yeah,
It is.
I knew
That's
that.
awkward.
It's his YouTube channel. Watch his Fortnite videos. They're pretty good.
Really?
Keep it coming. Come on. You really want to
Come
play
on,
this
everybody.
Kahoot, I promise.
You're handing this to Alex right now. I don't want to go to Alex's house. I want to go to one of your houses.
Alex
That sounds
doesn't
real
need
weird.
a prize.
Still sounds weird. Still sounds weird.
Oh, Carson
Carson
Kelly.
Kelly. All right,
Carson, we'll go
awesome.
to your house if you win.
Competition.
Absolutely.
Nope. Alex is gone. Sorry, Alex. We'll go to your house. I'm sorry. We actually want you to play.
Alex, please.
Alex is Alex because there's the delay. So he didn't hear. Use your real name until later. Houston.
Yeah.
That's
he
a-
really does want the longest name.
He does. It's his thing.
But we're just waiting.
We're just waiting for
Carson,
more
I
people.
know you're not going to hear this for a little while, but make sure you get Coleman on if he's there.
Get Coleman on. We want to go to Coleman's house too.
we want to see you both. We will get you both the prize that we're thinking of.
Right
we don't
now,
know what we're thinking.
At the same time,
yes.
we're both thinking of the same prize.
Carter
And that
Kimmel,
prize-
Jackson
Carter Kimmel,
Craig.
Jackson Craig. Jackson, we said you could be Crazy Boy, but if you want to be Jackson Craig, that's cool too.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you joining this Kahoot.
Maybe say the number out loud again.
550-1705.
Make sure to remember, if you didn't catch it, to use your real name.
Use your real
Rocky
name.
Stork 39.
Well,
Who's that?
we have no idea. Rocky Stork 39.
Rocky Stork.
I'm gonna kick
39.
you out, and you're gonna be like, "Why'd he kick me out?"
It's
and then
for
you'll
a
understand.
reason.
It's for a reason.
The rights are in.
The rights are in. Savannah's in.
Awesome.
All right, I'm sorry, Rocky Stork, but you're getting kicked out. I need you to join using your real name.
So that we can go to your
So
house.
that we
when
can
you
go to
win.
your house, unless Manny wins. Manny was on early. Manny,
Manny?
we're not going to your house.
We'll send it with Gabe when he comes home next.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I think I was Rocky Stork because
Gabe.
my name wasn't showing up. I put Gabe, and then as soon as you kicked him, it kicked me.
Gabe just broke his own rule of use your own name.
No, I put my own
Gabe. Gabe is here. Now we got
Awesome.
it.
All right, for anyone new joining that doesn't know what's going on, we're playing Kahoot. You need to get a separate device
Need to.
and make sure to use your real name.
Use
It's
your
very
real
important.
name.
Then, if you don't know, we're going to go to your house if you win and bring you a prize.
Possibly, we may
Unless
go
you
to your
don't
house.
want to. Unless you really don't want to.
If you don't want us to go to your house, that's fine. We understand.
We're live here on YouTube.
Just gotta make
If you're
sure.
watching this,
As long as we have at
You
least,
shouldn't,
11,
you
12
should be on
maybe on
YouTube.
here, we'll be good.
Watch
We're at 10 Milas here.
Link in
Hi,
the bio.
Mila. How's it
Hit
going?
The Rock Live YouTube section.
And
Cool.
so
Send
your
it to
number.
our
Okay,
YouTube
you.
link.
That's not your real name. I know that's not your real name.
You're better than that.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to kick you out.
See you on YouTube.
But hey,
Come back, use your real name. We would love to have you in our Kahoot, just with your real name. Somebody left.
who left? Come on.
I think it was Gabe. Gabe left.
Gabe.
Gabe, you left. Please join our Kahoot. We want to go to your house.
Oh yeah, I left it. Let's just go ahead and start it.
All
Go ahead and start it? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start this Kahoot.
All right. In case you didn't catch it, there's a 30-second,
30-second
20
delay.
to 30-second delay. So the questions will be 60 seconds so that you can still catch it.
Savannah/Colton. Ew, that's gross. You guys are dating.
Aww.
Yeah.
People
Gabe gets-
date, guys. It's
Oh,
normal.
Cooper! I'm assuming Cooper Adams, but I don't actually know.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead and start this thing. Don't answer right away because you won't be able to see the question. It's the Paddy Wagon. Oh, this is new. This is fancy. What is Peyton's dream
What
car?
is Peyton's dream car? Let's go, people.
All right. Now don't get stumped.
Don't get
This is a
stumped.
very tricky question.
We know.
Read the options real quick.
We have Lamborghini.
We didn't know how to spell Lamborghini.
It's really hard. It's foreign. 2008 Chevrolet Impala. A cherry red Ferrari. I think that's a good car. I think.
That is a good
I don't know much
car.
about cars. And a 2003 GMC Sonoma, which I hear is an even better car
Yes.
than this cherry red Ferrari.
Now that Sonoma, that is a truck.
That is a truck. 4 cylinders. Not
We
much
have two
else.
answers.
We have 3 answers. Boy, I sure hope you guys know this answer. If you guys miss it, that'd be kind of embarrassing for you. Because I know the answer.
And I also know the answer.
Because it's his favorite. It's his dream car. 7 answers. Come on, everybody.
I
You
am-
know this.
I am biting my nails right now.
No, you're
Not literally,
Don't lie.
but metaphorically.
He's metaphorically biting his nails, not buying them. That'd be weird. We have 9 answers. Oh, we got one person wrong. That's a shame. The cherry red
It
Ferrari, while being a
happens.
nice car, just can't stack up to the 2008 Chevrolet Impala.
Who picked the Ferrari?
Can I see who picked the Ferrari?
I don't think you can.
Nope, that's just a picture of the paddy wagon. I don't think I can see who
So
it was.
just so you guys know, by the time the timer hit 0, you were barely even. I don't think you were even done describing all the options.
Okay, so
So
we gotta
do
go
those
fast.
first.
Do those first.
first, then ad lib.
We're trying our best. Next question. Ryan Wright is in the lead,
Oh.
followed by Savannah and Colton. Then Houston, Alex, and Cooper rounding out our top
Do
5.
they get points for being fast?
They get
Yeah,
points for being
they get points for
fast.
being fast.
Oh.
Gabe, don't cheat.
Don't cheat, Gabe. We're not going to your
Oh,
house.
True. I'm not gonna play. Go for it.
Right.
What is Brendan's favorite Fortnite skin? For those of you who don't know, I'm Brendan. What's my favorite Fortnite skin? We have Dark Voyager. That's a classic, season 3.
Season 3 classic.
Peely, is he a banana or a man? Who really knows? Travis Scott, he's an okay rapper, I guess. Or Tomato Head, which
Tomato
is
Head.
just an incredibly ridiculous man.
It's self-explanatory what that is if you do
He has
not
a
play
tomato for a
Fortnite.
head, for those of you who don't know.
And if you don't
Um,
play Fortnite,
Dark
he-
Voyager, he's like a space guy, and he's got some neon orange highlights. They're pretty sick.
He is.
Peely, is he? Oh, we got answers. 3 answers.
They're coming in.
They're coming in hot, just like a fajita. That's one of my favorite rap bars. I think that's. Is that Travis
Oh.
Scott?
Is that Travis Scott?
Andy
That's
Van.
Lecrae and Andy.
I know it was a joke. So, Fortnite. There's a big event today. Was
Nah,
it today?
that's- Doomsday is tomorrow.
Doomsday's tomorrow.
The
and
live
Fortnite.
event on Fortnite is tomorrow night. Not
Uh,
that I play Fortnite or anything.
Not that we play Fortnite. Oh,
Ooh.
Peely. You know, it's a tough one, but Tomato Head was one of my first skins, and so it's just got a special place in my heart. I love it. Let's see how the rankings played out. Oh, we had top 3 stayed solid, but in the bottom we had some switching up. Jackson
Savannah
Craig
and Colton are right there, neck by
They're
neck
right
to
there.
neck.
and
Neck
Jackson.
to neck, actually.
They are. Oh yeah, it's real close. And Jackson
There's
Craig
some room for Jesus in there.
climbed. Yep.
Jackson, you gotta pick it up. Bro.
Jackson.
Next question.
Next
I
question.
believe in you, Jackson.
We believe in you. What is Peyton's favorite instrument?
And with a man as talented as I am,
He plays like 3 of these.
I play 3 of these.
We got the guitar.
The guitar.
It's a classic. It's
Six
world-renowned.
strings.
6 strings, sometimes 7 or 8. If you're into metal.
That's true.
We got the banjo. That is your classic twangy
4.5 strings.
4.5 strings.
Is it
What?
streaming too?
I did a picture-in-picture, so I'm like right there with you guys. Hey, you guys.
The piano.
Piano.
I think
He took some piano classes.
I have taken piano
Is it
classes.
his favorite instrument or the mandolin? I think the mandolin is an incredibly instrument. I think only
I
the
think
most
it's a
talented,
really good instrument,
only
too.
the most
I'm very
talented
fond of it.
musicians can play the mandolin. I hear. It's probably love the mandolin. It's a good instrument. But
Hey,
how does it stack up? What? We're talking about me here, right?
calm down a little bit. This is my question.
It's a great instrument.
Hey, your question is next, okay?
My question is next. Still a great instrument. Who hasn't answered yet? We know yet. Oh, they're not answering. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Banjo.
It was a tightly contested one, but we're gonna see how the scoreboards are shaking up. Ryan Wright,
Jackson.
no.
You fell off. But it's okay.
Emily Wright was the highest climber, up 4 places. Ryan and Emily know that his favorite instrument is the banjo because they have to listen to him play it.
Those poor kids.
Those poor kids. It's
those
not.
poor kids.
It's
I'm
not-
right with you guys. I feel you right there. I know it looks weird, but on the screen it looks like we're on the same spot.
Does
So-
it?
Yeah. Keep going.
Wait, does it really?
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Gabe's over there in real
Oh,
life.
it does.
What?
I see
Let me
it.
see this. We're gonna go to the next question. Whoa, that's cool, Gabe. But you're just looking off into space.
No, not.
Aren't you?
I'm looking at the screen. Next
All right,
question.
what sport does
what
Brendan
sport
play?
do I play at the collegiate level?
Collegiate level.
Collegiate level. Do I play college basketball? I don't know. Do I? I don't. That was a fake answer. Do I play college pickleball? College ultimate frisbee? Or college tag? It's pretty competitive. Only the most skilled athletes can excel in tag.
Those individual sports, they're
Hey,
tougher to
hey,
They are.
Hey, Peyton,
But
let's try to
they-
get a high
It's all
five.
mental games.
Peyton, let's try to get a high five.
I can't see
No,
what's happening.
there.
We got
Am
answers.
I going the right direction?
Yeah, go lower.
Lower.
Yeah, that's good. Good job.
You can look at it. You can
It's
see if
delayed.
Oh.
It was very big.
I didn't think about that. All right, we got 7 answers, 8 answers. What sport do you guys think I play? Big fan of pickleball. I keep pointing on.
I enjoy
I
myself.
keep pointing
a
on
game
my
of
computer,
pickleball.
but they can't see me pointing on the
Cooper
computer.
says that Peely is also
Ah.
his favorite one.
Oh, I don't play college tag. I'm sorry to disappoint whoever that
That's so
was.
sad.
I don't think it's a thing. If it was, I'd love to try out. Ryan Wright. It's been tightly
neck
contested
and
here.
neck. Those top 3.
They are.
Who knows you more?
But not
Ryan Wright
Colton,
over
Colton,
Savannah and
Colton,
Killian.
Savannah, or Ryan? That's kind of weird.
We're Houston. Houston's doing good too.
He is.
Houston's killing
It's
it.
climbing.
Are we secretly best friends, Houston? I don't know. It's up to you.
I
I'd like
think
to be
they
your
are.
best friend. Now this one. What was the name of Peyton's debut rap single? Was it High on Life,
Visionary, Stairway to
Stairway
Heaven,
to Heaven, or The
The
Climb? The Climb, if it was his debut song, was actually covered by Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. The
Most
movie.
people actually don't know that I am the one who wrote
He
that
may
song.
have wrote that song. May have.
May have.
May
It's
have.
all supposed. If that's somebody already answered, and I don't think. Can they see it yet?
No, they just now got to see it.
Who answered really fast? Hopefully you were right.
Now, I don't really understand this picture.
I don't.
because
Why is there a fork and knife on the piano?
It's a stock Kahoot picture, and there's a fork and knife on the piano.
Because you're eating those bars.
Because Gabe said, "Can they hear you?"
Yeah, probably.
Okay, they can hear Gabe, so I don't need to.
Oh.
It was unfortunately not The Climb,
It was close though.
Not to throw you off, I'm sorry.
but it was Visionary to the 9 of you that got that one correct. People are trying hard.
Carson.
They
Carson
are
Kelly.
close.
It's close. This is intense. We got
Carson
some sweats.
Kelly. Just a little note here. Carson Kelly says Ryan should be disqualified because he shares a room with Peyton, who you may realize is playing.
Ryan,
Hey.
we're not going to your house. He'll probably go to your house.
It's evened out by the fact that 5 of these questions are about him, and those 2 have not spent a whole lot of time
Also,
together.
haven't.
Also,
It will even out.
Alex laughed at the fact that you said collegiate level. Because,
We beat Georgia Tech.
I don't
We
know.
beat Georgia Tech.
hey,
Let it be
it's
said.
not- I'm just reading the comments, bro.
We beat Georgia Tech, Alex. They did. They showed up. They didn't show up.
Cooper
That's what
said he forgot his monitor wasn't touchscreen and he punched a hole through it.
Cooper. Even if it was touchscreen. Next question. What is my favorite type of bratwurst? I'm a big connoisseur of the brat.
As am I.
Who isn't?
But we don't disagree here.
We have some slight disagreements, but it's fine.
But
We should have talked about tractors. Tractors are a big thing
That's
in our
true.
lives.
We
We
do.
got the beer
Beer
brats,
brats,
the cheddar brat, the cheddar bacon brat, or
and
the stadium brat. Which one of these do I think is the most yummy?
Yummy.
Yummy yum.
Okay.
You know you got-
Okay. For any
You know
parents
you
at
got
home
the
that may or may
yum.
not be
No.
concerned, I'm just gonna.
It's not alcoholic.
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Yep, good call. I'm doing it on my computer, but there's nobody looking.
Is our tech team censoring out the word beer?
Do we have a tech team?
Yeah.
Wait, did that censor it out as he said it?
Yeah. It just sounded like he said, bro.
Cool. Good. That's what we were hoping for. We got 6 answers. I know some of you are just really sweating. What is my favorite type of brat? Little hint. I don't like it when they do too much.
This
That's
may
all I'm gonna
be
say.
an extremely important question for
This
the game.
could, because this one we got. Oh wow. Oh wow. This could have mixed the scoreboard up. We're gonna see how things
This is-
played out. Our top 3 stayed strong. You guys really know me and Peyton.
That's crazy.
Why? Why are you guys so
for
good
you
at
guys.
this? Savannah and Colton are cheating somehow. They have a mic in here.
They're in the
bugged.
room.
They're both
No,
in Savannah's
I'm
room.
playing.
They better not be
No.
in Savannah's
No.
room.
Awkward.
If Peyton could travel anywhere in the world, where would he go?
Syria,
Syria,
Denny's,
Denny's, Spice Steak and
Yellowstone, Wyoming, or Glacier National Park.
Now we say we signify Wyoming because does it exist?
We don't know.
That's up to you guys. Debate it in the comments. We don't know if it exists. We don't
Syria?
have any proof.
Syria.
I
There's
hear
a
it's
lot
lovely this
going
time
on
of
in
year.
Syria.
There's a lot going on in
You,
Syria.
you will never have a boring moment in Syria.
That's
Along
probably
with
true.
Denny's.
Along with Denny's. Denny's
It's
is also
more of the
interesting.
aftermath that's interesting at Denny's.
Let me know what's your guys' record for the most grand sandwiches you've eaten in one sitting. Mine is over 1.5.
Everyone comment your favorite thing from Denny's.
If it's the grand sandwich, we're gonna need to talk.
You're a psychopath. I know that's you out there, Colton, too.
Even Brittany are whispering. I feel like they're talking about us.
No.
You
No.
asking me a question.
Never.
Okay, they're not talking about us. We know that Colton likes the grand sandwich, and we're just not sure why that is. I don't get it. I know. Okay, where in the world? Oh, most people got it
Yellowstone,
right.
Wyoming. Whoever guessed Denny's, my goodness, you are wrong.
Who was it? Oh no, Houston.
Houston.
It's falling behind.
Houston.
All right, boys. Due to time.
Due to time, we gotta
let's do
speed it up.
One more.
One more.
How many more are left?
3.
Well,
Make it quick.
What is my dream job?
everyone answer quick. Come
Answer
on.
quick. Do I want to be a professional mountain biker? Maybe. That sounds like a lot of fun. Professional musician? Also sounds like a lot of fun. Pro spikeball player? Also sounds like a lot of fun. I want to be a pro at something. I want to be the best. Or a trophy husband. I want to sit there and look pretty and do nothing while my wife makes all the money. If you're out there and you can do that for me, slide in my DMs maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We're going to cut this question off 10
We're gonna
seconds
go
early.
10 seconds early.
So
get your
answer
answers in
fast. I know you're
Answer
not
as
going to
soon
know
as you
that.
can.
They're not going to hear that
They're
until
not.
after
We're
they
gonna-
get cut off.
The rest of the questions will be cut off 10 seconds early, so
They
answer
usually all
fast.
answer before.
They usually do. We got the answers coming in.
Come on.
What do they think I want to be? There's a lot of good options.
All right.
What is
Cut it off.
We're cutting it
Wait,
off.
wait, wait.
Well, no, we're gonna let him answer on this one. The next will be cut off early.
Okay, that's true.
They usually all answer fast. That's fine. I'll go.
Oh, you guys took. One of you didn't answer.
Oh.
This could have mixed up the scoreboard. I do want to be a professional musician. I want to travel the world playing music.
As do I.
Oh! Wait. It
They
looked
all
like a
missed
tie.
it.
They
looked
all
like a
missed
tie.
it. But they're not tied.
It looked like a tie.
Yeah, it's
the
not.
numbers threw me off.
We got 2 questions left, and it's gonna get intense. What is Peyton's dream date? Reminder: we're cutting this off 10 seconds
We
before
are.
it's done on ours. Would Peyton like to take a long romantic walk on the beach? Would he like to have a sunset picnic at the top of OTP? Denny's again. Who doesn't love Denny's? I don't. Or a road trip to the national parks. Maybe not all of them. Maybe just hit the key ones. You know,
You know the key ones.
the key ones. What are your key national parks?
Well, obviously Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
You showed me that picture of Glacier National
Glacier
Park.
National Park's nice.
Yosemite,
Yosemite's a good one.
Joshua Tree.
Personally, I want to go to Joshua Tree. I think that's a sick place.
I do know my national parks a little bit.
What's the only national park in Indiana?
Tippecanoe? Is that something like that?
Indiana Dunes.
Really?
Yep, only national park.
Dunes? Like sand dunes?
Yep, up on Lake Michigan.
Yep.
Oh.
Pretty cool. I don't know that Maybe it's
No.
national park level.
10 seconds.
We're cutting you off. Only 8 of you got the answers. Do I hit skip?
Yeah.
Skip. Oh, only one person got this right.
Oh.
Road trip to national. That's a lot of dedication for a date. Who was it? Nobody on the top 5. So this is the last question. It's gonna come down to this. You gotta answer fast if you want to move up on the scoreboard. What is my dream date? Would I like to watch the entire original Diary of a Wimpy Kid trilogy? I think they're great
Ooh.
films. Would I like to have a sunset picnic at the top of Otis Park? Would I like to go skydiving or swimming with sharks? It's kind of funny that we both had that one.
Yeah, that's
weird.
weird. That's super weird.
How could that have happened?
Why is Stonehenge on the picture if it's not?
Because it's limestone. And
It's not
It's
limestone.
not limestone. Because
think it's
we were
limestone.
running low on time to finish this, and we went to stock images, and that came up.
Understood.
It's fine. Oh, we got one answer. What's my dream date?
Although nothing as romantic as the Stonehenge, I do.
What
say.
is it? Why is it there? Isn't that the question?
We're all asking ourselves that question.
What's it doing there?
All right, 3 seconds.
3 seconds, and we only got 7 answers. We're gonna let this one go out. Actually, I want everybody to get an answer. We got 9 answers.
You're good.
It could. Whose house we show up to could entirely change. Only 3 of you got this
3.
right. 6 people thought I really want to watch the Diary of a Wimpy Kid trilogy.
Wait a minute. That's your dream date? Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
what are you doing after this?
Uh,
Showing up to one of your houses. Who's first? 3rd place. Houston Avenue with a 6 out of 10. Savannah and Colton. Maybe we'll show up to 2nd place's house too. I don't know. I don't know.
We
anything.
can. We can do
Ryan.
that.
Ryan, you'll go there anyway.
Well, I have to go
Ryan,
there
right.
anyway.
It was rigged. So
Rigged.
Ryan, we will show up. Savannah and Colton, whose house you at? We'll show up there later. Just let us know. So that was a Kahoot. Thanks for playing. These are our top 3. They know us the best of anybody in the world. Out of anybody.
There's no one else.
There's
better
nobody who could possibly know us better
than each other. Actually.
than each other.
Don't forget.
So, Otis Park.
She's switching.
Okay, switch it.
I'm live. All right. Well, thank you guys for that. That was very fun. Catch them next week for whatever other Kahoot.
We're gonna be here next week. You're gonna invite it back.
Do you want to be here next week?
I'd love to be here next week.
I'll think about it. Make it good. Make it not about yourselves next time. This was fun. Now, don't get me wrong. This was fun.
I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing was just so we could make the joke about the same date, same dream date. That was like the whole point.
It's true.
Okay. It was still fun, I think.
Okay. I had fun.
Some people are saying that it's rigged here on the comment section.
Okay, who's saying that?
Their names were made anonymous, unless you go to the YouTube comment section. Then you can see them.
Carson Kelly, we'll go to your house, dude.
All right, we're done with the activity part. We're glad to see all of you here logging in. I can, see all your comments as I'm doing this, and I want to remind you that for the next couple of weeks, we are doing a short little series talking about what a new normal is, and just some announcements. So, from here on out, we are going to keep having The Rock live Sunday nights, and we're going to make it look more like this, more laid back, with an activity and me, and we'll have worship every so often. And my hope is to recreate something as close to youth group as we can. I mean, obviously we can't have it just as it was, but we're trying our best. So Sunday nights is going to stay like this for any of you to watch. Middle school, high school, this is for you. And a reminder from what I said last week, we're not going to have small groups after this. So even tonight, we're not going to have small groups after this. If you're a high school student, we are going to start gathering Wednesday nights right outside at the fire pit area. Every Wednesday night, our plan is to be outside. Unless it's too hot or it's raining or whatever, then we're going to be in the fellowship hall. Everything's going to be spaced out, 6 feet apart. I got some really cool buffs that I don't have with me right now, like a face protection, face covering that I encourage all of us to wear, but you don't have to. Hand sanitizing stations. Let your parents know this is going to be a safe place for us to worship together. And Wednesday nights, we're going to worship. We're going to have some type of activity. We are going to have a study, and we're going to hang out. For the month of June, we're going to have some cool activities after youth group. So this first one, Wednesday night, we're going to have an outdoor movie night. We have this giant inflatable TV screen, and we're going to watch movies outside. Again, we have lawn chairs here, so if you have some, you can bring your own, but we have plenty of seating here. So we're going to watch a movie outside after youth group is over. Bring your own snacks and drinks because we can't provide any here. So if you want to, it's kind of like a drive-in minus the drive. It's an inn. It's a movie inn. So that's what we're doing this one tonight. If you're a high school student, remember we'll be out here at 7. Yes, that's what you were going to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you say the time.
7 p.m. And if you're a high school student and you can't make it, we're still going to be doing this every Sunday night. And if you have any questions on anything, or if your parents have any questions, send them to me. I'll answer anything gladly. And a reminder that there's no Zoom tonight. Now, I want to move on to the teaching. Peyton, do you have your Bible app handy? Can you, or even better, here's this Bible. Go to Romans chapter 8. You're going to do the reading of it in a little bit. I want to introduce what we're going to talk about for the next few weeks. So for the next few weeks, we're going to talk about what a new normal is going to be. The reason I say new normal is because right now, life is already kind of normalized. Even though there's so many changing parts, you're already adjusted to, this quarantine life a little bit. It's already been like 3 months. And it's crazy to think that, that it has been 3 months since all this happened. We've been quarantined for 3 months. I want to talk about what life is going to look like once we start meeting again, once we start having youth group and interactions with people and not just online stuff. What's life going to look like? I want to talk about what life should look like when we start doing normal things like sleeping on time or not, watching a bunch of TV or being on your phone. When you start doing the things that we used to do. But something Jeff keeps saying, Jeff's our senior minister, he keeps saying that life's never really going to be quite the same as it was at some point. Life's going to be very different. And it's true. I mean, things are going to change. Even when we go back to, even when we're allowed to, be in person, I feel like people are going to hesitate for a little while before you shake someone's hand or before people go to buffets. Some people might not care. Some people already don't care. But there are some things about life that are going to be different. I almost wonder if our gatherings are just going to be different. So how do we go about that? I want to talk about habits, the habits that you've developed that probably aren't so good, habits that you wish you weren't, involved with right now. We're going to talk about those things as well. So the new normal, that's what this series is going to be for the next few weeks. A new normal, how to live as followers of Jesus in 2020 with everything going on, COVID, racial injustice, everything going on. How do we live in light of what the Bible says? How to find a new normal? Because everything is going to be new. So we're going to talk about those things. And the passage I have is Romans chapter 8, verses 31 through 38. If you could read it nice and loud. Britt, can you get him? So, nice and loud.
Nothing can separate us from God's love. What shall we say about such wonderful things as these? If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Since he did not spare even his own son, but gave him up for us all, won't he also give us everything else? Who dares accuse us whom God has chosen for his own? No one, for God himself has given us right standing with himself. Who then will condemn us? No one, for Christ Jesus died for us and was raised to life for us, and he is sitting in the place of honor at God's right hand, pleading for us. Can anything ever separate us from Christ's love? Does it mean he no longer loves us if we have trouble or calamity, or are persecuted, or hungry, or destitute, or in danger, or threatened with death? As the scriptures say, for your sake we are killed every day. We are being slaughtered like sheep. No, despite all these things, overwhelming victory is ours through Christ who loved us. And I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today, nor our worries about tomorrow, not even the powers of hell can separate us from God's love. No power in the sky above or on the earth below, indeed, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of God that is revealed in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Yeah. And that's and that's the last thing, that last thing he said is what I want to focus on, that there is nothing that can separate us from the love of God. There's nothing that you can do, and I want to say this up front, there's nothing that you can do, there's nothing anyone can do that separates you from God, from his love. The Bible tells us that, God, because of what God's done, God sending Jesus to the world, dying for us, that act brings us close to God, together with God. And there's nothing we can do to separate us. We might feel away from God. We might think that He doesn't want us or love us, or we've done way too many things. But this passage tells us that nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing. So no matter what you've done, I want you to think about this as I talk about what I'm about to talk about. And then we're going to get into discussion with these guys. There's nothing that you can do that you've done, even in these last 3 months, that has separated you or it made you be so far gone from God that He says, like, oh, I can't take you back, or why do you think I love you, or what, how dare you come to church? I mean, there's nothing like that. And the problem is that we might think that that's true. We might be ashamed. We might, have these thoughts, and that's what I want to talk about. How can we have this attitude of, you know what, I've messed up, but God still loves me? How can we have that attitude as we go back to like a new normal in life? So that's what I'm going to talk about. And I want to talk about what your normal is. I don't know what it is. We all have done different things during this quarantine, and we've all done different things during this quarantine. And some things were good, some things were bad. Some of you guys maybe learned how to, pick up a new hobby. Maybe I've seen a lot on social media. Some of you guys are going hiking and biking, and all that's really cool. Some of you might have fallen through the cracks. And because you're stuck at home, maybe you just didn't reach out to anyone. And it's really easy to let yourself go in every way. Maybe you started watching TV and now it's too much TV, or playing games and now you're playing too many games, or just eating a bunch of garbage, or just not talking to anyone, isolating yourself. And all those things over the last 3 months have just, made it so much worse. And I'm kind of right there with you. If I'm honest, my sleep schedule has been so messed up. And so I'm speaking from a place of, I understand it. This quarantine has been kind of weird, and it's been messing with all of us. So some of you might be letting yourself go. Some of you, because no one's checking in on you, because you're not coming to youth group, you just kind of let it go. You're not talking to anyone, and you're okay with it. I'm a hermit myself too. I always thought that I like to be by myself, but if this quarantine taught me anything, is that I shouldn't let myself stay by myself. I need people around me. Before quarantine, I used to meet with someone once a week, and we would talk about life. We would go through a book together. We would talk. We would have coffee. And then quarantine started, and we stopped meeting. And then, we didn't call. I didn't reach out to him. And I did that. I didn't go to small group. I didn't do anything for myself. And I found myself, as the months went on, getting more tired, more frustrated, more anxious about life, because this quarantine has been weird. With not just like thinking you could get sick, or thinking that you could get others around you sick. That's a little stressful. But even everything going on with racial injustice, and how are we supposed to act as Christians? What am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm supposed to do something. That also was weighing on me. And then I couldn't sleep for a while. So I'm going through all these troubles, and doesn't it make sense that when you're going through troubling times, that's when you need people the most? Well, for some reason I thought that's what I needed people the least. That, I need to fix this myself. I need to work on my stuff before I can reach out to other people. And that's wrong. That's the wrong thinking to have, is I can fix these things by myself. We need people around us to keep us accountable, to check in on us, to see how we're doing. That's very important. The enemy was telling me the opposite. The devil is like whispering. Remember we had that series about the things, the lies the devil says. It's like the devil was telling me, no one around you cares. Everyone's just saying it, but they don't really mean it. I'd call people, text people, and they'd be like, bro, I appreciate you, I love you. And deep down, it's almost like I didn't believe them. Isn't that crazy? That I didn't believe it when people would tell me those things. But that was the devil telling me that they don't mean it. But they did, and I had to check myself recently in the last couple of weeks and think, people around me care. I need people around me, because if I'm not around people, if I'm not talking to people, I'm just by myself in a slump. And I have Brittany, and I love her, and we have conversations and all that. But sometimes you just need more people. You need someone to talk to, other than your wife, which you guys, most of you, all of you, don't really know what that's like. Not yet.
More than just your family.
More than your family. Yeah, that's a good point. Like your family might be a great family to talk to. Like they honestly might. But after a while, you just miss your friends. You miss having conversations. You miss certain people. And I missed people, but I just didn't let myself, pursue them, text them. I don't know why. It could have been just, I was just down in the dump and I didn't feel like talking to people. I honestly just felt like, I don't know. And that feeling of like, I don't know why I'm like this. That's what I want. That's what I want you guys to get from this. Is we all feel that. You guys might be having this thought in your head, and you don't even know what it is. You just feel weird. You feel different. Like you can't talk to people. It might be shame, might be guilt, might be pride. I don't know. But we all need to seek someone. We all need help, and we're about to talk about that a little more. But my first step to a new normal is to find a friend, find someone to talk to, and make it consistent. I know that's very practical. It's not like this Bible truth that's like, whoa, I never thought about that. It's very simple. Talk to people. Honestly, when's the last time you had a conversation with someone, heart to heart about what you're feeling? And when you did it, I bet it felt good. So why not have those more often? Why not meet with people more often and set yourself up to win, to have people around you that are encouraging you and you can encourage them? That's my first step. Have people around you that are going to help you to do that. I did that today. I texted my friend and I said, hey, we haven't met since quarantine. Can we start meeting again? I need to have a conversation with someone. Let's go over this book. We had planned to do it. Let's do something together. And I encourage you guys to do the same. Find someone who's going to help you win. And if anything, you can ask me or Brittany or anyone, any leader in our small group or any of your friends. I'm more than available. If you think like I have no one really to talk to about spiritual stuff, I'm here. I work here. It's summer. You guys are allowed to come now, and we can meet outside or in here. It's very spacious, and we can just have coffee and talk about life. And we can do that now, which is pretty cool. So find someone to talk to about life, someone to call or text, and do that. That's my encouragement for you, is that you're not meant to do this alone. If you feel like you've let yourself go and you're doing things you're not supposed to, you're not proud of, that's the Holy Spirit convicting you, saying, hey, come out of this pit. Stop doing that crap. It's time to move on. Time to find a new normal. Let's go back to being with God, to spending time with Him, to reading, to praying. I feel that I'm speaking to myself, and God is challenging me to do that, and I'm taking steps today to help myself be in a better relationship with God and with others. So I encourage you guys to do the same, and instead of small group time, because like I said, we're not doing small group time, I'm adding like a discussion time. So Brendan and Peyton are going to join me, and we're going to talk about these things. We're going to talk about how life has been during quarantine, any mistakes that they've made, and what things they're doing to fix them, and if they fix them, or if they're getting to fix them. We're going to talk about those things, and we're just going to share some advice. Brendan, is a sophomore now at Johnson. Technically. Sophomore at Johnson University, and you guys know who Brendan is, and Peyton just graduated from BNL. So we have people in 3 stages in life, someone who's already, through college working, and just a couple years from that, Brendan, who's still in college and just out of youth group, and Peyton, who I know just graduated, but he's in the same spot, that you guys are in. So I think it's going to be an interesting conversation. So I'm going to take a seat here, but I'm going to ask you guys to answer each. How has your life been during this quarantine time?
How my life has been through quarantine. It's almost been 3 stages. That first month, it has been 3 months now, wow. The first month was full of anger and sadness and some of the most horrifying feelings I've ever had. And I truly did probably feel as alone as I ever have. Even though, I was playing Xbox all day with my friends and just watching TV and wasting the day away. But even when you still have those connections, like, I was pushing God out of my life because I was almost mad at God about what He took away. But so just going through that first month, it was a lot of negative emotions. And come when we were a month in, I did realize a little bit what was going on, and I improved. I started actually going outside a little more, and things got better, but I still didn't have the relationship with God back in my life. I was coasting without Him, and some of those weak areas in my life continued to fester. and it was just really hard. And I had a wake-up call about a month ago that just shot me in the right direction fully. And there's nothing that will get you through this time better than God, and I can say that firsthand. And that's kind of obvious, but that's been my experience. Is 3 stages. One is the worst. Second is a slow realization, and now I've finally been full gear trying to get back into shape and just reach out to God with everything when I'm struggling, and also my friends, and just having genuine conversations.
So for me, it was kind of a different experience. Like the beginning of quarantine was really hard, like very similarly, but I'd made all these new friends at school, and then basically 2 days before, like I was told with 2 days ahead, I'm not going to see these people for like another 6 months basically, so that was really hard, not really getting to say goodbye to them. And then I came home and my whole routine was thrown off. Like every morning I woke up at like 6:30, I would shower, and then I would pray and read the Bible. But then I came home and I didn't have the structure anymore, and so I kind of just slacked off with my relationship with God a lot, and that was really rough. And then things got better for a while with that, and yeah, I wasted so much time not even thinking about, like, I didn't even think about my relationship with God. It was just, I wake up, kind of just do whatever I want all day, and I feel like I wasted all that time. And then things kind of got better once the world started to open up just a little bit more. I could get out, I could do things that I used to be able to do, and that's been really good. But the beginning of quarantine was definitely a very, very rough point for me.
It's crazy how we like as people, when we lose structure, like it even messes with our spiritual life. Like being home, like for you, Brandon, being home shouldn't mess with your relationship with God, because you can still get up at 6:30 and read and pray, right? But for some reason, when stuff changes, like everything in us like starts tripping out, and we change our schedule because if all of us being at home, it shouldn't keep us from reading the Bible or calling people or having community. It shouldn't have kept us from it, but it was such a crazy change that it really did like disrupt everything. And it's true. I mean, it happened to me too. My sleep cycle has been, and it could just be my mind and anxiety and stuff like that. But yeah, I totally did lose my shift. Like my footing was like, man, the world's changing. Like, what's going on? And I never worried. I mean, I always trusted God. I never thought anything weird. But it's just interesting with what you guys are saying, is how some disruption in even our schedule like messes with our relationship with God. And that's just something for all of us to keep in mind, is that we need to watch out and make sure that our relationship with God stays at the center. Like personally, my spiritual life, me being honest with you guys, if I'm not honest, then what's the point? I'm not going to pretend I'm like the super Christian and paint a picture that you have to be super perfect at everything or else it's not worth trying. And that's not true. During quarantine, even my reading was it wasn't like at a certain time. I would read at different times during the day in the office or at home or anything like that. My prayer life was also shook. I was very confused about what my role was. And if anything, we have more time to read and pray, but that seems to be like what people do the least. My life during quarantine was, that first month I worked really, really hard because we were making all the transitions to online stuff. The second month, I want to say, kind of relaxed. I was able, I got home on time. Every day I was home at 5. I kind of set up some boundaries to spend more time with Brittany, do more things outside. We moved. We got a house and we moved. That was cool. But then this third month, it was more like, with everything else going on, I was getting anxious. Sleeping schedule was off too. But lately, it's been more like, okay, I need to. This series, if anything, is for me. I need to. No, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I need to take steps to look after myself, to make sure I'm healthy. So I'm like I said, I found a friend that I could talk to, and we're gonna start meeting, keep each other accountable. I've been eating better this last week. Like consciously, eating better, not eating certain things, just to look after my own health like that. And little things that I'm doing to look after myself. So, I'm gonna go on to mistakes, like what mistakes you did and how you're trying to fix them. I'll start with it. I made a mistake of not really watching out for setting, like, because I had so much more time, I didn't watch out with my time with God. And I let that kind of float around. I said, oh, I'll read later, I'll pray later, and it ended up that I was reading less and praying less than I feel called to. So how am I fixing it is by structuring my, setting a schedule for myself that's more rigid. So I started journaling, this is what I'm going to do today, this is when I'm going to do it, and I'm getting better. So how did I fix it? Just step by step. I gave myself little goals. This week I'm going to do this, and next week I'm going to do this, and I'm slowly kind of coming back to a good schedule. And again, I'm being honest with you guys. I know I'm your youth minister, and then it's like what? Like Gabe isn't, like perfect, and it's like, no. I mean, I mess up a lot. I'm a human. I'm just being honest. If you know me, we all need to be honest. So I'm just being transparent with you guys. So. What about you guys? Are there any mistakes and that you've done that you've been able to fix, and what are those things?
For me, the biggest thing has been all like what you said, just like the lack of structure, just putting back my time with God. And then before I know it, it's 2:30 in the morning and I was still playing Fortnite. And it just, if you don't prioritize what's actually important, you're never going to get around to it. And that's been kind of the biggest thing that I've learned over this period of time is just to make sure that I know what's the most important thing in my
Right.
life.
What you been?
I had the structure stuff too for sure, yeah. But every single mistake, which it's a long list, comes down to the fact that I entirely pushed out God for first half of quarantine, and every single area of my life suffered because of that, and it's why my schedule was kind of jacked up, and it showed in different things. I showed less respect to my family and my loved ones, and it just all got harder and piled on top of each other. So yeah, structure is a huge thing, but it comes down to me shutting out God for all that time. That's the root of the problem.
So I think it's everyone. It's not just teenagers. I think it's adults that we all seem to have pursued other stuff before pursuing God. We all gave in to certain things. Statistics show that alcohol consumption went way up during quarantine, which makes sense. People are at home. Even amongst Christians, people that are Christian, that are saved, that used to have alcohol problems are going back to that, or addictions with any type of thing that they're doing that they weren't supposed to do. It's the same at all levels. People, when we're quarantined inside, frustrated, all that, we go back to what we are used to. We go back to what we think brings us this temporary pleasure. And what I want to point out is that, being with God is so much better than Fortnite, or drinking, or any of those things, any addiction that as a human we just tend to do. That God is better. With God we have peace. With Netflix, whenever we're done watching, 6 hours of it, as soon as you turn it off, guess what? All the problems come back. All your thoughts come back. When you're playing video games, as soon as you turn it off and you're done talking to your friends, and it's like you're alone, you feel alone again. Everything we do that we're seeking out that's not God, by the time it's done, it's like as soon as we finish with it, it's like this reality sets in. If I'm still not fulfilled, and the only true fulfillment we get is with being with God. That's really the only way that we feel truly at peace. I'm doing things right. I feel good. Don't get me I've been playing Warzone a lot, and I like it. You know why I like it? Because it's challenging. Because I like to talk to my friends. I've been playing with my friends from California, and I like that interaction. I like the challenge of the game. But as soon as I turn it off, it's like it's over. And sometimes it's like I totally just wasted. I mean, wasted kind of. I did get to talk to them, so there was that. But then it's still like, but I feel like I could have done something different with my time. So true satisfaction doesn't come from anywhere except for God, and that's what I want you guys to think about. Think about all the stuff that you're doing that you're not supposed to. Do you really need to be doing? That's what we're going to talk about next week. Are the things that we're doing right now, are they really good for us? Not are they fun or are they bad? Or just are they good for us? Is that the best use of our time right now? Especially when we're trying to go back into a new normal. So I want us to talk about that next week, and I'll have you guys running the game again, but I might have someone else join me as we do a discussion. I'm still trying to figure out Sunday nights, but I just want you guys to know that Sunday nights I want it to be about the stuff we're all going through, much more conversation rather than me just standing up and preaching. And I want to know what questions you have. If you have questions on anything, send them to me, and we're going to start answering those questions as we do this in a different series. So we want to be here for you guys. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys, and you too. You watching, I see all of your comments and see who's watching, and I'm grateful that you guys have joined us. If you're a high school student, remember we're going to be here Wednesday night at 7, and we're probably going to be here till like 11, maybe if we're watching a movie, doing stuff like that. So high school students, we'll see you Wednesday night, and everyone else, we'll see you next Sunday night here. So I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then we'll go off. So pray with me. Lord, I thank you for technology, that we can do this, that we can be together and have these discussions. I thank you for Brendan and Peyton. I thank you for Brittany. I thank you for every student watching, and I pray for their life, God, that you would give them strength to overcome the things that they're doing that they're not supposed to, that you would give them your peace so that they wouldn't worry and feel anxious or depressed over the things that's going on in their lives, but that they would know that you are in control and that you have a plan for them and that you love them. God, that there's nothing that can separate them from your love. I ask a blessing over everyone, Lord, that you would be at the center, and that if you're not at the center, that you would help them, Lord, see that and see what things we need to get rid of and change, so that you would truly be at the center of our lives. I thank you, God, for your goodness. We love you, Lord, and we ask these things